then this could very well be an op to hurt Trump because of the timing along with the rise of Elon's party. So I will definitely watch out for that.
Exactly, and that's the first thing. And then the second thing I wanted to say on this, let's go engage in the hypothetical game, though, about the client files and assuming this is accurate. And again, I don't know that it is.
Apparently the Hill got hacked today, too, my co-host tells me.
Yeah, so maybe this isn't real. I don't know. But let's just carry on the conversation since we're having it. It's worth having. And I want to correct something with the Maxwell situation. She was, again, not knowing whether or not this memo is real, just because the suggestion is that the evidence that they supposedly have doesn't indicate anybody else being targeted or whatever. Maxwell was charged with assisting Epstein. So that's not entirely accurate that nobody else was getting charged on this evidence, and there was other victims.
The clients are not charged.
Right, but maybe that's true, maybe it's not true. So I don't know. But it's
the DOJ declared that well, okay, if the memo, yeah. If the memo's fake, then that's not necessarily
exactly. That's the problem I'm having right now. Is I had this whole logical thing prepared to say, but now I don't know if this memo is real. So I'm going to pause there for a second. And
it sure looks real.
Well, sure. I mean, it absolutely does. But now, let me say about the timing of the American Party thing. Did you also see? And I don't know what's true anymore. And it's so important, diligent. And that's why I really appreciated what you did with that account that came up and suggested they were a victim. Because there's so much information that comes out, and it's so hard to vet it all instantaneously. But supposedly,
especially when you're running a space.
Exactly, when you're running, and you haven't slept because you've been doing 10-hour spaces. But there is that memo or the FEC filing. I'm sure you already reported on this. That was put out for the American Party wasn't actually real. I think Elon Musk said that wasn't a real posting. So, and there was also another report earlier that Trump and Elon were set to meet. So I don't know that this American Party thing even happens, or what it looks like. And I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole of that whole conversation from earlier because I know you talked about it all extensively. But anyway, I guess the good takeaway.
The American Party thing is happening. If you think Elon's just if he's not actually trying to form an American Party, I think that's very naive.
There is an FEC filing out there.
So. That's fake. That's fake.
Oh, was that fake? Really?
Yeah. But the networking part of it has been happening. The coalition building's happening. All of that's happening. That's front facing. You can see that on Elon's timeline by who he's following and who he's unfollowing. He has unfollowed, and so has his mom in the last week, a mass of Trump and MAGA and Republican people. They have unfollowed a shit ton of them.
But keep in mind, Trump also levied tariffs on every country in the world and said basically, this is the way it's going to be from now on. And he used it for leverage in order to get favorable deals for the United States. Elon's a brilliant businessman. So is Trump. And Trump and Elon know each other very well now. It's all possible that this whole thing is leverage to say, hey, I want more representation in what we're getting here, considering everything I've done. And then maybe Trump comes around and says, you know what, Elon had a good point. We're going to do something in these primaries, which would be great for the Republicans. So I don't know. I think the big takeaway of everything, not just the FBI memo, not just the American Party thing, not just tariffs, not just everything we talk about, is that sometimes what we think is going on maybe isn't going on. There's something more to it, and that's why it's good for us to talk it out and have a lot of fun having the conversations. But man, it's dynamic and it's exciting, and when you have spaces like this with real-time information, we have to kind of see really what's going on. And anyway, that's where I'm going to land because I'm not sure what's about the FBI memo anymore, so I'm going to shut up.
But see, there were other things that's kind of gotten us concerned regarding the Epstein issue, right? Like, we were told one thing from Pam Bondi, and then she flips and says the exact opposite. Same with Cash Patel, same with Dan Bongino, same with these people. And it's like, okay, so why did they say this so confidently before? And then all of a sudden now they're acting like, oh, yeah, no, Epstein, he killed himself, and there's no client list. And, this isn't something that this memo is alleging. These guys have said it themselves.